Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm just going to take a moment to let a few folks get on to the live stream. So, welcome to Meditation Monday. I'm going to be offering 4 different ways to engage our breath tonight. These are practices that I have used in the past for my own mental health, and they're also practices that I love to share with people that I work with as a therapist and also as an artist as well. These are just tools that you can use in times when you're really feeling like you could use some more grounding or you want something to focus on. The reason I wanted to talk about this today is because, with meditation, lots of times we talk about breath, and it can be sometimes a little abstract or hard when it comes to thinking about how we use our breath and, kind of ways that we can engage with our breath. So I thought, why not kind of create 4 different ways that we can work with it? And that way, if you find a way that works for you, that you really enjoy yourself, definitely, let this be something that you use in the future when you're wanting to get grounded or get a little bit more mindful or just give your body some relaxation. So, to start, I'm going to have a little bit of tea. So if you have something at home that you're drinking, feel free to, have a nice cup of tea or something to keep you, feeling comfortable. Yeah, so, I love to start off meditations or ceremonies by doing an offering. And today I'm going to be doing, as I have before, a little offering with some sage, just to ask for a little bit of cleansing, to help shift awareness, shift attention to. Plants are really supportive in so many different ways, so I love working with plants. As I said, I just drank some tea. I also love to work with plant essences, and I love to work, with different plant tinctures. And so I definitely feel like there's a huge connection between mindfulness practices and working with plant energies. So if that's something that you feel called to, it's something I definitely recommend. So I wanted to start off kind of with in many ways, the most well known kind of breathing exercise or breathing meditation. And this one is called the 4 square or just square meditation. And this one you work with your breath and you work with counting and with numbers. So, what you do with this one is you count to 4 with every inhale, and then you hold your breath for 4 seconds, again, counting to 4. And then exhale for 4. And then you hold your breath with, no air for 4 seconds. And then you just continue 4 seconds each cycle. Okay? So I'll do that one more time. So breathing in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 4, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out for 4. And then again, holding kind of the empty breath for 4 seconds as well. So that's also really important. So if folks want to try this out with me right now, we're going to be doing this square breathing together. Again, 4 seconds inhale, 4 seconds holding, 4 seconds exhale, 4 seconds holding, and then we continue that. So we're going to do that for about a minute or two. And again, I'm going to just be kind of repeating those numbers just to kind of help us get in that rhythm. And then once we're done with this meditation, I would love to hear from you all what that was like, what you noticed, if there's any questions that come up. So we'll start. You can close your eyes or keep them open. So taking a deep breath in for 4, 1, holding it for 4, breathing out for 4, holding it for 4, So we're going to do one more count of 4s again. Again, breathing in. 1, 3, 4. Holding. Breathing out. So again, this could be really helpful if you want something to focus on, like a number, something that can kind of give you some sort of rhythm or pattern. Feel free to play with the numbers if you feel like you want to breathe in for a little bit longer, hold it for a little bit longer. Just really getting yourself into a pattern to really help your breath kind of catch this certain flow can be really helpful. So if anyone was able to do this square breathing with me right now, I want to see what you noticed. Was it easy? Do you have any questions that come up around it? So I'll just give folks a little bit of time to see if there's just any questions or anything that comes up. It's been really wonderful to see so many faces already, people that I know. So hello, everyone out there. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle Vianney. That's a wonderful question. So, difference between triangle flow and square flow on the body, if any. Haven't really noticed much of a difference in them. I definitely feel like the triangle flow, which, is kind of a similar concept, it can sometimes be a little bit more kind of energizing, whereas I feel like the square flow can definitely feel more grounding or kind of, in a sense, more calming in some ways. But I definitely feel like they both kind of really help you with getting mindful and also getting into a place where you're feeling a little bit more calm and centered. So I definitely feel like they're both really great. And if you do both, definitely, Michelle Vianney, I would love to hear from you if there's one that you appreciate more or that you use more often in your life. So thank you for that question. Is there anyone else that has any questions? Hi, Kiki, the Cosmic Egg. So good to see you. Looking back at some of these comments. Hi, Wollen T. A horse, a teaspoon, a bucket. So wonderful to see you as well. Hey, Thaddeus. Oh, so wonderful. So many wonderful friends here. Yeah, de nada, Michelle Vianney. So now we're going to practice number 2, the meditation number 2. Hi, La Marbles, good to see you. So the second meditation that we're going to be doing today, this meditation is one that I many times go to. I kind of see it as like a super grounding, super calming, almost like I would say gets you back into that infant phase where you're just like really feeling calm and collected and just cared for. So this is definitely almost like one of those SOS grounding breathing meditations. And it's pretty simple. It basically just requires you to shift your position. So what we're going to do for this one, we're going to grab our hands and put them behind our arm, our head like this. So you can interlock your fingers, holding your hands behind your head. And what you do is you sit back and you allow yourself to breathe from your belly, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, really letting your belly expand, really doing some deep belly breathing. So we're going to try this together. So we're going to spend just a few minutes doing this, and I'll just be modeling it, kind of doing it myself here. And I would, again, definitely love to hear from you all, what that meditation was like. Again, as I said, this is a very grounding meditation. So I'm going to sit back. So you can close your eyes for this one. Again, you're really wanting to breathe out from that belly. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Really letting your belly expand as you do this meditation. So we're going to do this for a couple of minutes here. Continuing to breathe through our nose, exhaling through our mouths. Really letting our bellies do the work here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Making sure that you expand your belly fully and that you also contract it as you exhale. So let's do a few more of these. Making sure we stay present with our breath and with our bodies. Let's do a couple last breaths here. Breathing in through the nose, expanding the belly, and then breathing out through the mouth, contracting the belly. Let's do another deep one. Okay, so you want to open your eyes, you can put your hands back down. Take a moment to kind of feel your legs, feel your hands. Just come back to the room. So just want to hear if there are any thoughts, any questions, anything that comes up around this way of belly breathing. I know for myself, something I wanted to share about this is, I definitely feel like a lot of us have kind of noise, or I call it noise, or things that we've learned about our bellies from culture. Sometimes this can feel a little uncomfortable, a little awkward, and I definitely know that it's something for you to notice if that comes up while you're wanting to do this type of belly breathing exercise. It can also really help for you to lay back down on your back and then to really let yourself expand the belly and contract it. Really, again, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, a lot of these breathing exercises are about wanting us to get into a certain pattern to help our breath kind of get into a certain flow. So, any questions, or did anyone notice anything? I see the thumbs up from NeoGeo888. Hannah Rose Dexter, so good to see you here. Yeah, so was that one pretty straightforward? Okay, so we'll move on to the next one, the next breathing exercise that we're going to do. And this one is a little bit, again, I feel like might feel a little silly, might feel a little bit, stuff might come up as you do it, but I definitely have noticed this is a breathing or, kind of meditation practice that has been super helpful for me. And what this one is, it's known as chanting or working with your breath to make sounds or noise. You can definitely work with words, with affirmations, with kind of things that you're wanting to visualize. This can be really helpful if you're wanting to really focus on something and to kind of really bring it into your life. And it can also be helpful to do certain sounds. And so the sound that we're going to do today, and if you're comfortable, if you're able to do it along with me, I would love to have this kind of emanate through this beautiful web of connections that we have here through the VPAM Arts community. I definitely would love for us to all do this together. And again, I'll have a couple of minutes afterward for us to share any experiences or anything that came up as we were doing this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in, again through the nose. Then as you exhale, let out a sound, and we're going to be doing the Om sound. So So let's do that again. Deep breath in. Again, making sure that you're inhaling fully, exhaling fully as you are making this sound. And so we're going to do this probably for like about a minute or two. And I definitely, again, would love to hear what this was like. So please feel free to join me in doing this. So deep breath in. Let's take a pause there. And now we're going to try it with a word, just so people can see what that is like. And I think a word that I want us to all say together is the word love. And you could also hum it, you could say it, whatever feels right. So I'm going to be humming it. So again, deep breath in. Love. One more time. Deep breath in. Love. And just like we did last week, you can imagine yourself sending out love with every breath that you inhale and then exhale, seeing it as a way for you to take in love and then send it back out to the collective. So again, I would love to hear what that was like. Were folks able to do that? How was it to do some chanting? Did anyone in your apartment or home notice? Just seeing some of the comments here. Hi, Honeric Mendez. Nice to see you. Hi, Magical Nature and Maeve Colette. Wonderful to see you all. Yeah, so just taking a moment to see if there are any thoughts, anything that came up with that meditation, or if there are any questions. Definitely, Femkoto. I agree that can make you feel really lightheaded. Um, it's definitely good to do something grounding if you're feeling a little lightheaded. Like that's why I'm rubbing my hands, doing something to feel some sensation, or maybe like feel your feet on the floor, just something to kind of get you back in the body. I definitely feel like this chanting is a way to get yourself a little bit into an altered state sometimes. And so that, if you want to get back grounded, do some tapping, anything that gets you just like feeling yourself back in the body. So definitely thank you for sharing that. Megumi, nice hearts to you too. Hannah Rose Dexter, I never thought to chant a specific word. Loved it. Oh, thank you so much for saying that. I'm definitely, it's something I've been incorporating more and more into my practice to really use that time, to both kind of do something that can emanate for myself and also emanate outward. And it's also a way, some people sometimes can have it be challenging to use or use certain chants that maybe aren't from their own culture. So I definitely think it could be really great to bring in some words in English or from your language. So thank you for that, Hannah Rose Dexter. And A Horse, a Seed, Spoon, Bucket. I enjoyed feeling the vibrations of my voice throughout my body. Yes, it is a wonderful feeling to feel that vibration. Definitely, when you vibrate, you're kind of moving all the water molecules, all the cells in your body, so it can feel really good to just vibrate this magical energy throughout your body. And if you do it in a group of people, it also is really magical. I'm sure a lot of you out there who are maybe, musicians or do anything where you're kind of vocalizing, when you get kind of together with other people, you notice it creates this beautiful harmony, this resonance together. So yeah, so Hannah Rose Dexter, great point about the cultural apprehension. Definitely. I think that's why it's good to use words if you're not feeling comfortable with Om. Some people love Om, and I'm someone myself that I resonate with it, but I also acknowledge that it's not of my own background. So I definitely try to bring other language, other words to also kind of work, as I said before, a little bit with setting intention with my words. So thank you so much for those questions. This is so wonderful. So now we're going to try the fourth meditation. This is the final one that we're going to be doing tonight. And so this one's a little bit different. It is also, again, working with your breath, because these are all working with your breath. But what we're going to be doing for this one is we're going to be alternating our nostrils for breath. So you're only really working with the nose. And so what you're going to do is you're going to plug one nostril in, and then you're going to breathe in, and then breathe out through the other one. So we're going to do this for about a minute. Again, breathing in through one nostril, then breathing out through the other nostril, just alternating back and forth. This might be one that makes you feel a little dizzy again, or it might be one that helps you feel a little grounded. So again, we're going to do this a couple minutes and then have a little bit of time afterward to share some experiences or to see if there's any questions that come up, okay? So breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Just continuing to alternate nostrils. Breathing in through one, breathing out through the other. So let's do a couple more here. And one last really big one. Breathing in through one nostril. Breathing out through the other. Okay, taking a moment, maybe taking a deep breath with both. Coming back to the room, opening your eyes if you have them closed. Again, if you need to kind of tap yourself, feel your body, feel your feet on the floor. Anything you need to do to just kind of come back to this space. So again, would love to hear what that was like for folks. If you were able to just do this alternating nostril meditation, what was that like? What did you notice? Was it any different than the other ones? And also, if you have any questions, and I would also love to hear out of the 4, and I'm going to go through them again if you had one that you liked the most. So the first one that we did was a square breathing, where you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it, you breathe out for 4 seconds, and then you hold it, breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold it. So you're kind of doing this square of 4, 4, 4. Then the second meditation we did was some belly breathing. And so for that, you put your hands behind your head and then you move back like this. Really breathing out through the belly. And then the third meditation that we did, number 3, was that we did some chanting. So take a deep breath in. Say the word love, love. Yeah. And then this fourth one that we just did was alternating breath through our nostrils, breathing in through one, out through the other. So any questions, did anything come up? Definitely would love to hear from you all. And also just would love to hear how folks are doing. I know that for VPAM, for the Vincent Price Art Museum, a big part of their intention behind Meditation Mondays is to set the intention for the week and also to check in with people to see how folks are doing. I've been so grateful for the magical community here at VPAM Arts. I've gotten so much good feedback, and tonight it has been the same. I've definitely been really appreciating all of your comments. So let me look through some of these. Hi Tenyaka, nice to see you. And Kiki and the Cosmic Egg, so wonderful that you're here. Blessings. Yeah, something we take a little bit of tea. Did anyone enjoy one more than the other? Or any just thoughts in general? Well, I definitely really just appreciate this time. I appreciate people tuning in. I definitely want to say that we're going to be putting this up on VPAM Arts Instagram, and it's also going to be going up on their Facebook, so in case you want to see these again. So a couple of comments here from Femkato. The third one felt the most powerful to me. Yes. So chanting is incredibly powerful. It can be very energizing. It could also be very reassuring. So I definitely, recommend you use that whenever you're feeling like you're needing to invoke some power, a sense of, calm. So thank you so much for sharing that. I'm sure there are probably other people that also feel that way, that that chanting is really powerful, can really help you. So El Hermit, nice to see you. The last one brought so much circulation. That makes so much sense because you're kind of really working that air flow, moving it through all these wonderful crevices that we have all over our magical skull, and we have them, they go all the way back. They move all through here, and so you're really kind of circulating, so much circulation. And again, I think what's really powerful about meditation is that you can be, really using it as a tactical tool for yourself, depending on what you're wanting. Sometimes we're really needing to feel energized, or you're like, oh, I'm feeling really tired. You can use some of these meditations to get energized, and there are some that you can really use. Like I definitely feel like the deep breathing, the one where you're belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, belly breathing, those are really calming, nurturing, centering. Sometimes it could be energizing. And again, I want to share that everyone has a different experience with meditation. There are no right or wrong kind of experiences with meditation. So maybe you feel one might be more energizing to you than others. And that's definitely your experience. And I think that I really love to honor people's experiences within meditation, because we all have very different systems and different setups. So thank you for that, El Hermit. And Hannah Rose Dexter, the alternate nose breathing was very unique. Yes. Yeah, it's definitely one that I haven't done very much, but I have done it in let's say like a yoga class, and I've done it in a couple of sessions too. And so Hannah Rose Dexter also says, made that first breath through both nostrils unbelievable. Made that first breathe through both nostrils unbelievable. Yes, yeah. So when you're kind of holding them and then you all of a sudden are able to breathe both again, it can feel very exhilarating or freeing. And again, some people might not like these kinds of meditations, and that's why it's really good just to try different ones on. So magical nature, been having a hard time with focus today, so I think the breath work helped. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing that, magical nature. Yeah, it's, again, as I said, these are tactical tools that we can use throughout the day if we're wanting to shift our states of consciousness, states of awareness. I know for myself, I many times kind of can feel myself being in a really working state, or getting a lot of fear, or feeling like myself being scattered. And I feel like breathing can be really supportive, and movement exercises too. So folks that work a lot with movement, that can also be really supportive to help you feel less scattered. So Kiki and the Cosmic Egg, I think the second one gave me best release. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Kiki and the Cosmic Egg. So the second one that we did was a belly one. Again, putting your hands up behind the back of your head, leaning back, letting yourself breathe out from your belly, breathing and breathing in, back in. So just really letting yourself get some of that deep diaphragmatic breathing, which is really powerful, and again can be really grounding. So thank you so much for sharing that, Kiki and the Cosmic Egg. Hi, Velvet Belly. Megumi Umi, the last one brought a lot of awareness into my body. So the nostril one brought a lot of awareness. Yeah. So you're touching yourself, you're feeling kind of the sensation. It's really kind of activating both sides of you in many ways. You're working with your hands and this side of the face. So it could definitely kind of bring more of a connection. And I guess speaking of that too, I think lots of times, people when they meditate, they also love to kind of hold their hands together. And so this is kind of a way, there's different ways that people do it. It's a way of joining the different parts of ourselves, the two sides of ourselves, or, we have many sides of ourselves, but kind of joining these parts of ourselves together, creating a link that can be very nurturing, very nurturing feeling. It also can complete our energy cycle. A lot of us, folks here have brought up energy and how it moves through us. So when you kind of bring your hands together, it could really help complete that cycle, allow that energy to move through your whole body. Magical nature, a sense of balance with alternate nostril breathing. Yeah, they can definitely bring a sense of balance. Really appreciate you sharing that. And as I said, everyone has a different experience. Some people find it really uncomfortable. Some other people feel really grounded. And so really just trusting what comes up for you. I think that's the biggest lesson I've learned in meditation is there's no right or wrong answer. I might be telling you this meditation is super grounding, but you might try it on and be like, that made me feel super uncomfortable. So just trusting that and knowing that that's really how your body is responding, and really honoring what the body says to you. I think is a big part of meditation is really we're wanting to just check in and be like, how are you? What's going on? And that's really I think the big blessing of meditation. So thank you so much, Magical Nature, for sharing that. And Molly Josh Hart, I definitely will be putting up a copy of this up on the VPAM Arts Instagram and Facebook. So we will be putting up a copy. And Just want people to be able to see this later. And I also wanted to share that for next week, I have a very big announcement. I'm going to be working with an incredible intuitive. His name is Asher Hartman. He is a very magical person, and we're going to be offering tag team readings for folks. I'm going to be working with some tarot cards, and he's going to be doing his most divine, powerful, magical, intuitive readings where he reads people's chakras. So he might be reading one chakra, or he might be doing just like a short little mini reading for folks. Again, this is all brought to you by VPAM Roll Call through the Vincent Price Art Museum. Again, next week around this time, we're going to be offering this. So we'll definitely be announcing this again and making sure people know, because it's an incredible offering where we will both be able to give you some readings. So tell your friends, tell folks who are needing some readings, needing some support, needing some guidance, some divination. We're going to be bringing this next week to you all here. So thank you so much, everyone. It's been so wonderful to be a part of this. I super appreciate your comments and your questions. And I love seeing people speaking with each other. It's nice to see that Magical Nature and Molly, Josh, Hart know each other. So yeah, again, this is really about us creating community and checking in with each other. And I'm going to be doing this once a week. So thank you, everyone, so much. You're welcome, Magical Nature. So wonderful to see you here. Such a blessing to have you in this space. And yeah, I wanted to say thank you and hello and goodbye from my home here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and we will see each other soon. Bye.